That Little Gay Talk Show with Joel Tatum and Charlotte Shotguns. Houston's hot mess of a podcast. A funny but thoughtful look at the LGBTQIA plus community.
Hey everybody, this is Joel Tatum, and Charlotte Shotguns is doing a lot of Pride stuff. She's getting ready for Pride, so working in the bar scene in Houston, Texas, you're going to be caught up in, once Pride Month rolls around, you are busy for the rest of the month. So she's probably going to be gone for a while, but she'll be back here shortly. I think probably at the end of the month, y'all will hear her voice again. But I've got some guests coming up next week. I've got all kinds of stuff planned. I think we're going to do probably another Buddies thing for Pride. Since the Pride Parade has been canceled this June, it looks like they're going to announce when it's going to happen in July. So I think July 25th they're going to announce when that's going to happen. So no one knows what's happening with Pride right now. We just know that the bars are doing. There's going to be like little mini Pride events, but there will be no festival. There will be no parade. And from everyone I've talked to underground, it looks like we're looking at sometime in the fall, so maybe September, October. Which, by the way, in Houston, Pride during the summer, I'll take Pride in the fall any day because it can get really, really hot. And I have been to Pride festivals in Houston before. We're talking about almost close to 1 million people. And people will, the lines are long at literally every place you want to go to get a drink of water, to get a beer, to get everything else. So I'm okay with it moving to fall. And in fact, I think if it moved to the fall permanently, I would not be upset about it. So we're getting into that. And I want everybody to remember, Pride, we need to remember our transgender sisters who are, especially our transgendered sisters of color, who we're not taking good care of. We are having way too many issues with way too many murders, way too many assaults, and we don't even know the numbers. The numbers could actually be higher of the number of trans women and trans women of color, and I think I should put the emphasis on that, trans women of color who have been murdered and misgendered. So we really need to start thinking about, when we start thinking about Pride now, we need to start thinking about our transgendered sisters and brothers. So I really wanted to, we're a funny show, but every now and then we got to be a little serious and got to remember what Pride is all about. We still, as gay men, I can't walk down the street and hold my man's hand without somebody saying something, without somebody threatening to beat me up or what have you. So not that I have a man. Yeah, I'm still single. I'm in this business, but I'm still single. So just to put that out there, still single. Not for lack of trying, not for looking, but, just doing my thing. So today I have a very special guest coming on. Now, I was hoping to have both of the boys in the house, but I have Tommy Figga in the house right now. And he is from Indianapolis, born and raised in New York, but grew up in Indianapolis. And he is here in Houston to basically get your careers off the ground and get your names out there and everything else. Yeah. We met at Buddies. You did a little rap, which if you hear the Buddies episode, comes at the end of the episode. So you can hear a little bit of that, but they do have some music for us to listen to today. So you'll be able to get a sample of that. And don't forget, you can hear us not only on the podcast networks, but you can hear us on Out and Proud Live Radio as well. New episodes go out every Friday, so you'll also be able to hear that if you have the app. So you'll be able to you're gonna get a little more. Y'all gonna get a lot of exposure from this show. So a lot of people are going to be listening. So. All I can say is it better be the bomb. And I think it is, because I heard enough of it to know that I think you guys probably have something going on. So
when I listened, I thought I did really good
to
be drunk.
So Tommy, let's reintroduce you. You are.
I'm Tommy. I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn. I was raised in Manhattan, and I moved to Indianapolis, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
But I live all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've lived in Atlanta, Pennsylvania, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Like I travel a lot.
Mm-hmm. And when did you get the travel bug to kind of want to move around and?
My whole life, like I never like growing up in Indiana. Like it's just not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Indiana for anybody really?
I don't think so. It's so boring. Like I don't relate to the people there. I don't think. Like I got friends there, but like we never. Like I don't know. I just like always wanted to be somewhere where I could do music. Like that's my biggest goal is to do music.
And now you said you were born in New York. How old were you when you moved to Indianapolis?
I moved from New York when I was six. But then I went back when I was 14. Then I graduated high school when I was 16. So
you graduated high school early.
Yeah, 2 years early. So that's when I went back to Indiana, like when I graduated.
So, and let's talk about music. Let's talk about you and music. How important has music been in your life?
Music, I've been writing music and like I started out singing, so like I used to sing and write songs with my sisters. So that's how I started out doing music, and then it just went into like rapping, and I'm not sure how. I think it's 'cause I started smoking weed. Like, and when I started smoking, my voice just got like I couldn't sing no more. So it was just like I put. Like, I was kind of, like, going through something, like, when I started rapping. So, like, I put that into a song. And, like, ever since then, like, I posted it on Facebook. And it got so many views and stuff like that. So many people's like, dang, you so good. So, like, I just took off there with it. And, like, that's really what I wanted to do.
And how long ago did this start? I mean...
Maybe, like, 4 years ago. I was 21.
How old are you now?
I'm 25.
You're 25. So, you're young. And... The first I'm going to say is video because it was on Facebook. Am I correct? So the first video is, how old were you at the time? 21. And do you mind sharing what was going on at the time when you wrote that song, or is that too? Because it sounds like that song has a lot of.
I was just going through a breakup, so it was just like bashing somebody. Like I was bashing him in the song, so it was like kind of funny to me.
Did he know you were bashing him in the song? Or?
I'm sure he heard it. I think he heard it because I heard he had heard it. So like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he knew. But like, he wasn't supportive of my music, and that's like why we couldn't work, because I thought that was weird. Like, you want to be with me, but you don't like what I do.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that is kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't think I could be with somebody that don't support me. Like, because I'm very supportive. Like, I've dated like somebody and he wanted to rap, but he was horrible, and I would tell him he's good. You know, that's just the type of person I am. So me feeling like I'm really good at what I do and him not supporting me, it was just like a problem for me. Like I didn't understand why he wouldn't be supportive of me, and I don't know. We were supposed to be in love, I guess. I wasn't in love though. I doubt if he was in love too.
So what was young gay life for you in Indianapolis, growing up in Indianapolis?
Young gay life for me in Indianapolis was strange. Like, I really never got into the gay scene until I was like 18. So when I was 18, I ended up meeting somebody, which is not the person that I wrote the song about, but I ended up meeting somebody else, and they were horrible. Like, it was just so much stuff dealing with them. They was like way older than me, like probably like 15 years older than me. And it was just like a horrible experience. So that was like kind of tough, like at first, but like, I don't know, I had fun. Like, I got into all the clubs when I was 18 and stuff like that. I met people, but like me being young, like I've always been young and hung out with people older than me. So like me being young and getting and meeting these older people, like wanting to be their friends and stuff like that, like they were just like not the type of people you would want to surround yourself with, you know? They was just real negative and sneaky. Like, I remember this one time I was talking to somebody and like I had a group of friends, and they knew I was talking to this person, but one of our other friends was dealing with the person that I was dealing with, and I never knew. So like everybody knew except for me. So that was like real strange for me. So it's like, I don't know, growing up gay in Indiana, it wasn't bad, but like you just have to watch the type of people that you be around, because they don't be having your best interest at heart, and like they do stuff knowingly and intentionally to hurt you. So you have to be real protective of yourself, your energy, and yeah, you have to be aware. You have to be very aware. So like now I'm not real open. Like I don't like hanging out with people. I'm not friendly because like experiences like that, like people made me like that. So like that's really why I lean more toward music, because like that's something that I can do that's mine, and I know that I could take it from me, you know. So like that's just, I don't know, my passion.
Listening to you as a young person, I'm like way older than you, so I know the feeling of that being when I was young as well, and I know it's hard to be around other gay men. And I mean, we love each other, but we are the worst to each other. We are horrible to each other sometimes. So I know it's hard to form friendships, but you know what? Here's just a little piece of advice I would give to you is stay open. Yeah. You need to stay open when you're especially when you're in a new place. Stay open. You already know what to look for. So you already know that the ones who get in your face real fast and talk shit, you know when they talking shit. Right. So you kind of already have a little bit of an education when it comes to that. So but you still need to keep yourself open, because if you want to get the positive people in your life, you have to keep yourself open. Right. If you close yourself off too much, then you're gonna miss out on some things. And especially if you want to get into music and stuff. So you need to have contacts. You need to know people. You need to do that kind of thing. So you need to make sure you stay open, young brother. Stay open. Don't like I said, you're gonna meet some people that you're gonna be friends with 25, 30 years from now. So, but that's from keeping yourself open. So, young brother, make sure you keep yourself open if you really, really want to pursue music, really want to do your dreams and everything else. Like I said, you are now at the point where you know bullshit when you see it. So you can literally just say, up, hand up, get out. That's it. So, yeah. So, like I said, keep yourself open. I mean, you wouldn't be on the show if you did not open yourself up a little bit and start a conversation. So, remember, keep yourself open. That you're going to write better music and you're going to meet good people. So, but like I said, every now and then, it's like that. It's life. You're gonna always meet some. Oh, Lord. Right. You're gonna meet some. Oh Lord, you only 25 now. Now, girl, you got a long way to go.
That's so old to me. I feel old.
All y'all say that. You know what? As soon as y'all turn 25, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so old." I'm not even going to say my age right now, because if you old, good Lord, I've been dead for 3 millennia.
I was always used to being like the youngest person in the room. Now I'm not, so it's just like.
Well, you know what? I also grew up around older men. I had a daddy complex like you would not believe. But yeah, I was always around older men all the time. Even when I was a kid, I wanted to be with the old folks. I didn't want to be with the other kids. Right. I wanted to be with the old folks. Me too. Because their conversations were much more interesting. And and my dad always hated this. I love being around. Nothing like being around mom, aunties, great aunties, grandmas, all this other stuff when they sitting around talking at the table and talking about everybody at the table. I mean, to me, that was fun. And I enjoyed it. So, yeah, so I get it. I mean,
I feel like I always been around older people because I grew up, I grew myself up fast, and that's really why I feel like I'm old now, because I grew up way fast, running away and stuff. So it was just I don't know. I just feel like I got an old soul. Maybe that's not a good thing, though. No,
that's actually a good thing. That makes you a little bit wiser, because like I said, when you open yourself up a little bit more. And like I said, you will recognize the bullshit when you see it. That makes you a little bit wiser, so that's actually a good thing. That's actually a good thing. And now it might make you a little bit more judgy, but that's the bad thing about it. It might make you turn your nose up a little bit more, and then everybody call you bougie. But you know, like I said, you don't know shit when you see it. So that's that. It's not like it's going to be hidden in the tall grass. It's going to be literally right there.
Right.
So you'll know it. But you know, just do your thing. So when did you officially come out? Did you come out? Did you come out to your parents?
My mom. Yeah, I was 18. So.
And did you know since that you were different somehow, even when you were little?
Yeah, I mean, situations made me who I am today. So, like, yeah, like as far as back as I remember, yeah, I know.
So, and see, even now you still a little bit closed off. When we doing an interview, we trying to get to know you. The Houston is trying to get to know you. Remember, open yourself up a little, smile a little, and open yourself up. If you, I believe in you, young brother. I've heard you guys do your thing. So relax. Pour yourself another shot of tequila, girl, and just relax. Take a little sip. There you go. Little sip of your chaser, and you know, just have some fun and relax. I know this is probably new for you, but
yeah.
But let's.
It's like, I don't know. I came back here by myself, literally. Like, I don't have no family.
Well, tell me. Well, you know what? Starting fresh and new means that you can start fresh and new.
Right.
Exactly. So don't bring Indiana with you. You in Houston now. Houston should be your starting point to like say, you know what? Let me try something new. So I feel like I'm trying to give you. I feel like I'm giving you an inspirational speech instead of.
You make me know if I needed it. Or
Yeah, I feel like I'm, trying to preach to you for some reason, and I just, like I said, when you see talent and you recognize it, you want people to, you want to share it with other people.
Right.
So, so when I see potential talent, I like to share it. So, like I said, young brother, open yourself up. You in Houston now. You're not in Indianapolis or any other place you be in. You in Houston. You get to start your life new.
Right.
And it's your life now. You get to start it any way you want to. So, start it on the right foot and do your thing. So, let's talk about you and Boo Nanny. Now, how did that happen? Because obviously you opened yourself up enough that Boo Nanny is in the picture now.
We met when I was 18. So that's my gay father. And I don't know, we just hit it off like when we met. Like he was rapping, like this is before I was rapping. Like I was of course like writing music, writing songs, but like nobody knew I had ever shared that passion with nobody. So like we met when I was 18, we went out and like we just like hit it off. Like that's been my friend ever since. So
Well, you have to share more than that. You on the podcast.
But like, yeah, so the song that I gave to you today for you to play, like, that's like one of the second songs that I ever wrote, and I had played it for him, and he was just like, "Oh my gosh, you rap too!" Basically, like, so, like, ever since then, like, we've had like this strong bond and strong connection, 'cause, like, we were both into music and stuff like that. So he knows like a lot way more than me about the music industry and like how to put your music on streaming sites and stuff like that. So like he basically took over my career to like help me put my music in the hands like of people it should be in, and get me to the next level, because he believes that I can like make it big with this music, and I think so too.
I think you will. I think you'll probably have a solid career if you really put your heart and mind into it. But now it's time for branding. Now it's time to put yourself out there. That's why I said you got to open yourself up, because people are gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on since I've been here. Like, he just put my song that I gave you. It's on iTunes, Spotify. Like, it's on all the streaming sites now. You can YouTube me and my music. I mean, you can Google me and my music come up. So, like, that's cool. So, like, that's really why I'm here, like, to work on my music and get myself out there more. Because I feel like in Indiana, like, when I came out as a rapper, there were no other gay rappers in Indiana, okay? Besides him. But he travels everywhere, so he's really not even from Indiana at this point. But, like, I was the only one that was doing it. And, like, since I came out, like, it's, like, 20 girls now that gay rappers, you know? So, and, like, it's competition. Like, instead of them, like, reaching out, like they used to reach out to me, like, you inspire me, but, like, it went from inspiration to a competition, you know?
That's exactly what happens.
I just had to get away because they not going to want to play my music. Like, they start little shows, like, just, you know, like catty stuff, like a bunch of crabs in a bucket trying to get to the top, basically. And you can't get to the top like that because everybody's pulling each other down. So it don't work like that. And, like, that's never how I came into it. Like, I came into it very humble. I wanted to work with everyone that wanted to work with me. You know, I wanted to help write if you need help writing, but, like, that's not where everybody is at with it at this point. Like, they just think everybody is better than everybody. So, like, that's not good for business.
So we went into a little dance silence. Okay, so Boo Nanny, you and him, you meet in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
When did y'all decide, let's hit the road and let's go to some other places?
We have been planning this since 2018, maybe. Like, we used to just sit outside and smoke weed and, like, write songs, drink, and, like, we would always talk about it, like, bitch, we need to get out of here, we need to move. And, like, he would always leave, I'll never be ready. So, like, this time he just called me like, bitch, are you ready to go? And I was like, yes, I could pack my bags. I left my apartment, sold my furniture, everything, and just hit the road and left. So, like, we've been planning this forever, but, like, we really just made it happen. And, like, I feel like this is what we need for our career. Like, a fresh start and, like, new ears to listen.
So, and do you think it's had a positive effect on you and your writing, doing the traveling, going to different places?
I write all the time. The thing about me is, like, finishing a song, for one. And then, like, finding somebody, like, at this point, I have to find somebody all new to record with. Because, like, I'm used to recording with a certain person. So now I have to find, like, somewhere else I can record my music, send it to my producer so he could mix it for me. And if I potentially come out with a project, like a mixtape, I need to send it to him so he can master it. So, like, that's where I'm at. Like, he moved to Atlanta. So, at first, my producer lived in Indiana where I live. And he ended up moving to Atlanta. So, it was just like, it's hard being a gay rapper because I don't want to be one of these gay rappers that's talking about girls. I don't mess with girls. I like boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't want to be in the studio and the producer's not taking my work serious and he's not putting his all into it like he would a straight artist because I'm gay, you know? So I don't want to just work with anybody. And the producer that I've worked with and that I'm comfortable working with is open to what I talk about, you know? And yeah, so that's like the problem. Like writing, yeah, I have been getting like more ideas and more things to say. I've been writing a lot more, but it's still like the point where I need to find somebody to record in the studio with. I need to find someone to shoot my videos because like that's what I want to do right now. I really want to shoot my videos and get to like, I don't know, I'm on Twitter. Like I used to be on Twitter real heavy, but my Tommy Figga page I lost the password. So, like, all my social media is Tommy Figga, and that's how I like it. So, it was this guy on there, and I was promoting my music, and he was like, is that you in your picture, and that's your voice? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, dang, that's like a marketing genius. Like, that's, you're gay. Like, you look gay, but you don't sound like it. You don't deliver, like, in your raps like it. And so, like, I just feel like if I get the team, because you know everybody needs a team. If I get that team behind me that helps me get to the next level, I could find somebody to do my visuals, find somebody to record with that I'm comfortable with, that I could like send stuff to. They help me out, like don't do it like that, do it like this. Like I really think I could make it to the next level, because I don't think there's no rapper like me. Like, we got Saucy Santana, but like, I'm not that type of rapper. Like, I don't talk about ass shaking and dick sucking. I'm talking about real stuff, like stuff that's happened to me, stuff that I've done, situations, you know. Like, I could talk about that stuff too, but that's not my focus. Like, that's not where my mind goes when I write. Like, it takes a lot out of me to write about some freak stuff like Lil' Kim, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot out of me. Like, that's not my field. Like, that's not where I go with it.
So we're not going to hear a different version of WAP from you.
I'm working on a real nasty song right now. So you might just get it.
Yo, so we are going to get it then.
Yeah, definitely. But like, that's not how I don't want people to like take me as that type of rapper. I want them to know like I could do a little bit of it out. Like, I'm gonna come out like people like Lil Nas X. People don't come out as gay, you know. Like, Saucy Santana, yeah, he was probably like one of the first ones to actually come out as gay, but it's not like a serious rapper, you know. Serious rappers don't come out as gay. Like, I feel like I'll be the first one to come out like, this is who I am, and I can hang with the best of them because I can.
And who are your inspirations?
Nicki Minaj first, of course.
Because I know you mentioned Lil Nas X, who I do love.
I love Lil Nas X, but he's not an inspiration of mine. Like, I was all here for Old Town Road, but after that, he lost me. Like, that's my favorite song. Like, I didn't even know that was a black guy when I heard it. And then I love Billy Ray Cyrus, so that was just like... So,
also, you have different genres of music that you...
Oh, yeah. When I was in 5th grade, I was listening to, like, Carrie Underwood. Like, I really love country music. I'm like, yeah, that's one of my favorites. But I would say Nicki Minaj. I've been messing with Pooh Shiesty lately, but Kendrick Lamar is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah. That's about it. Okay, so like right now I'm in the mode where I'm writing music and stuff like that. When I'm writing and stuff, I really don't listen to other people's music because it kind of throws me off.
Well, not when you're writing, but you know, when you're out and about and doing your thing, or
when I'm in that mode, I don't really like to listen to nobody. I don't like to listen to new songs, especially because I don't want it to be like, oh, you said that because they said that, you know? So, like, I stay away from music when I'm writing my own music. Like, when I'm in that mode, when I'm working on a project, I just stay away from other people's stuff. So, like, I don't want to seem like nobody, like, influenced me too heavy. Like, if Nicki Minaj influenced me, oh, well, because that's, like, who I love to death. But, yeah, I don't really like to listen to other artists when I'm working on stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, I don't mean no harm by saying this. Please, I don't want to start a war or anything else. I guess I'm a little bit more into Cardi B than Nicki. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some Nicki, but I think
that's no problem.
I'm a little bit more into Cardi B.
Cardi B got Blood Bars. I love Blood Bars. Like, she have a few songs that I like, but it's just like my problem with Cardi B is my problem with a lot of these Indianapolis, Indiana gay up and coming rappers, you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Everybody starts from somewhere. Everybody hurts somebody. Like, I could go back and be like, you know, you was telling me thank you because I inspired you to start rapping and stuff like that, you know. But then it goes from thank yous because you inspired me to shade. Like, now I want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it shouldn't be like that. Like, you should always keep the same energy with people. Like, you shouldn't get to a certain point and feel like you got to start disrespecting the person that you looked up to before you got there. That's my thing. But like, she does have a couple songs that I like.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm not. I hope I'm not throwing any shade here, but everything that I'm hearing from you sounds exactly like what I hear from the drag queens in the Houston drag community. It's the same complaint. It's everybody will help you for a little bit, but then as soon as they get big, they want to throw you to the side. So I'm just worried because the Houston has a decent rap game, and you're going to try to get in as a gay rapper in Houston, hopefully in Houston. Do you think that's going to be a challenge for you? Have you already started talking people into the rap community in Houston?
No, I haven't talked to any rappers here. I don't know any Houston rappers. Are we talking gay rappers?
No, we're just talking rappers in general.
Okay, no, I haven't talked to any. I don't really know any Houston rappers. Like I do know Houston rappers, but I don't know any personally that I've talked to. So no, not yet. But I'm open to like everybody. Like I like who likes me. Excuse me.
Oh,
even
fine.
in Indiana, like.
Everybody knows we having a shot. It's fine.
Okay, because I'm feeling it. But like even in Indiana, I'm not opposed to working with people. Like okay, but right now I'm not working with nobody. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. But my first project is just gonna be me and Boo Nanny, of course. But I'm open to working with anybody that wants to work with me. Like if they're genuine, if they've always kept it real with me since day one, if they've always been supportive. Like I'm not opposed to working with anybody. The problem with me comes when people that you started before, okay, that you helped get to where they are now, put that confidence into them, and now they start shading you and try to be like, oh, I'm better than you. Like, how can you be better than the person you look up to? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, well, you're going to have to get used to that. I know that's the harshest thing I have ever said to anybody at this table ever. If you want to make it in whatever business you in, no matter what, if you're doing rapping, if you're doing music, if you're doing even this, if you're doing anything else, you're going to have to deal with it because that's just the way it is if you want to make it, especially in the creative field.
Right.
That's just the way it is. And you have to grow a shark fin on your back and you might have to eat along the way.
Right. But
that's what you're going to have to do. So it's just a reality that I know that I love the optimism, especially when you're young, that you want to try to do things. You want to be different and you want to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And you can still do that. But you're going to have to because you're going to be laying down with sharks.
I feel like I'm used to it. But what I'm saying is I'm not working with people like that. You won't catch me on their song. You won't catch them on my song. That's like I don't mind doing shows with people. Like if we end up on the same show, we end up on the same show. But that don't mean we got to be on the same song.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
feel me? Like that. It's just a difference for me. Like I've worked with a lot of people. Like I'm an MC. So when back home, I host clubs. I MC the club. I get the club hype. Like that's what I do. I'm a personality. So
I did see a few. Maybe that I don't know if that was your page or Boo Nanny's page, but I did see. That there was a lot of looks like a lot of the club scene going on. There was a lot of productions going on. So it looks like you guys have been doing a lot of things in Indiana in the club scene. So
I've emceed a lot of events in Indianapolis. Like that's how people know me. Like they either know me as the rapper or the MC. So like I'm used to working with a lot of different people. But as far as my music go, I don't want anybody on a song with me that is like shady towards me, or I know like just doesn't have my best interest at heart, you know, and just want to be on a song with me because they think it's gonna blow up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not right to me.
I understand. You know what? We're going to take a little bit of a break.
Okay.
Because I got to pay the bills. Okay. You know, podcasting does not make a lot of money in the beginning.
Okay. Neither does rap.
Yeah, exactly. It does not. So I feel you. I definitely feel you when you have to start off. When you start something when you're young, it's different than when you start something when you're a little older, because when you're young, you have plenty of time. When you're older, it's like you want to get everything now because you don't know how much time you got left.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a little bit different. So we're going to take a little bit of a break. Not too long, just enough for you to, take a breath and breathe a little bit, and then we'll get back to it because I really want to talk more. We need to talk about Boo Nanny because
definitely.
He's not sitting here, and he is. You and him are partners in this game.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about Boo Nanny and what's going on with him and all this other stuff. Not too much. I don't want to take the emphasis away from you because if he wanted to be here, he would have been here. You got here. So just enough of him just to wet the audience, but, it's still about you. And then then we're going to play your music and talk about it.
Okay.
A little bit, okay?
Perfect.
So let's take a little bit of a break, and we will be right back. And we are back, and I'm sitting across the table from Tommy Figga, who is up-and-coming rapper in Houston. Still got a ways to go. I'm going to say really up-and-coming. I mean, like, he just got here, and he's really trying to get himself off the ground. So we're having fun talking to him right now. I was hoping Boonanny was going to be here, but he was not able to make it. And neither was Charlotte Shotguns. Everybody's doing their thing.
Right.
So it's just me. It's just me and Tommy, but we're having a good time. So Tommy, let's talk about Boonanny for a few minutes. Like I said, you guys met in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of production work together? Well, MCing and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
In Indianapolis together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how did that all get started? You getting into the club scene and all that.
It kind of stemmed off me rapping. So, like, I felt like it would be a good idea since I was trying to get my music out there if I started hosting clubs and stuff like that, because I felt like if I'm hosting a club and I'm on the flyers, like, people want to know me and, like, I can get on the microphone and I can tell people, like, I just got a song that came out, or, you know, I can give my music to the DJ and the DJ play my music, which it kind of did go like that. So, like, the plan worked. But it's like when you MCing and stuff like that, it kind of takes away from everything else that you want to do because you be so busy doing that, so you don't got time to do nothing else because you at the club Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sometimes. So, like, I really didn't have time for my music, you know, to do my music. So that was like, but that's how I got into, like, hosting and stuff like that. It was like a piggyback off of my musics.
So did we primarily work in... did we work in the gay black club scene, or did we do the whole gay? Did you MC it?
I MC
whatever gay bar said, "Hey, come on in and MC." Or?
Basically, like, I did a mixed crowd one time. Mostly, I did like black clubs and stuff like that. But I did Big Freedom one time, and that was like a mixture of people. So, like, I don't know. I've worked with like multiple crowds. Like,
what was it like working with Big Freedom?
it was fun. It was like a lot of people, so it was like nerve wracking. But like, we was up on that stage. But yeah, I was nervous, of course, because it was like way more people than I've ever worked with. But like, I've worked Pride. The club at Pride, and that was packed. So I don't know. I just have fun with it. Like, I get drunk and I be a whole different person.
So what's Indianapolis Pride? Describe what you think Indianapolis Pride is. Is it as grand as any other place?
It's just the same. It's a big festival. You know, all the clubs is packed. It's the same.
Do y'all do it in June, or do y'all do it at a different time? In June.
But it's virtual this year. So yeah.
So during COVID. Let's talk about because everybody went through COVID and everybody went through lockdown. And where were you at the time? Where were you at the time during the whole thing?
When COVID started, I was in Atlanta. So I was living in Atlanta, but then I moved from Atlanta to come back to Indiana because that's where my mom was. So, so yeah, I was in Atlanta.
What were you doing? I mean, were you? I know you were. Were you working
in Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah, I was working. I had wanted to work on music because that's where my producer was. But it ended up just being like I was working. Like, I was working at a hotel. I was a server. So, like, I never had time. Like, I'm really trying to make time for my music now because I never be having the time to do the music like I want to do it because I be working so hard and stuff like that. But, like, I just have to make time because I'm getting, like, older and I just really want to take my music more serious because, like, I know that's what I'm supposed to do in my life.
Well, you know, rent's got to get paid.
Exactly.
Light bills got to get paid, so you have to work.
You don't want to be homeless staying in no tent.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've never heard anybody, I'm sure it's happened once or twice where somebody who lived in the tent became big, but that don't happen.
Yeah.
You got to work. You got to eat.
You got to work.
Yeah, so I understand that, you know, it takes away from it, but you still got to work. So a little bit more about Boonanny. And next time, Boonanny, you need to be in the studio because we're going to be talking about you all night.
What do you want to know?
Because we are not going to be talking about you all night. But so is he? What's going on with his rap music? Is he?
He writes all the time. He's like one of the best writers I know. Like one of the best artists that I know. Like it just comes to him. Because I'd be like stuck on the line for hours, and he just be writing away.
Because we're in Houston now, so we are. So, and I know that Boo Nanny has a little bit more experience over you. So, what is
a lot more experience?
So, does that mean that he is making his way into the rap community in Houston?
He knows like a lot of major rap gay artists, like way more than me. So, like he introduces me to like people. So yeah, he has really a name for himself. Like thousands of followers on Instagram, all that. So
I know he has thousands of followers on Instagram.
Yeah,
but
he's very popular.
I went to his Instagram page and I'm like, "There's no post. Where are the posts?"
No.
I'm like, how does
starting over? Like mine's only got 3 pictures, and that's because I was.
He's got 3,500 people on this page, but no pictures.
Yeah, he has. They all, you can archive them, so they don't be deleted, but they just don't pop up. That's what he
so he just archives everything. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
but yeah, he a lot of people know him from rapping. He has like over 10 songs, maybe, and they're really good. And I don't just say people good either, but he's really good. And he's creative, like the stuff he says, like you wouldn't think of to say.
So, next time we're going to have him on the show because I'm really want to delve a little bit deeper because, like I said, him being the more experienced rapper and him being in the business a little bit more, how is that helping you get into especially in Houston, because you're now going to have to start doing that.
Right.
So,
him being in the business, it helps me a lot because, like I said, like he just put my song on the streaming sites and stuff like that. Like I would never have been able to do that. Like I don't know how to do stuff like that. Like he knows a lot, so like he's very in tune. Like he's done shows. Like he did a big show before that was just like Rolling Loud. Like he's very experienced, and that helps me a lot because I'm just now coming out, so like I would need somebody like that to help me and show me what to do and how to get my music on stuff, how to get paid for my music and things like that. Like I had never owned the beat before. He just bought me my first beat, so like that's what I'm working on right now. Like all my beats, I own them, so like I could get paid for my music and it could be everywhere that I want it to be.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Speaking of music, let's listen to a little bit of a song that you brought with you. Let me see if I can open up that screen. Yeah, I can open up that screen now. Okay, and I'm going to let the audience take a listen to it. We're going to turn down our mics just a little bit, and I'm going to let the audience take a listen to it just for a minute. So here we go.
Just Fox Beats.
You ain't no real nigga, you a square nigga. I don't ever see you when I see you clear picture. You be talking about that shit, but really you a bitch. Dick all in your mouth like you got a taste for kids. I just fired the warning shot, make sure the rubber pop. Show up all in your spot, heard you got the beef to squash. I ain't got brains, nigga, I'm an insane nigga. Bet the next shot gon' be taking off your top, nigga. I'm who the fuck they asking for. Put me in the ring, it's just me against all of y'all. I said I'm who the fuck they asking for. Put me in the ring, it's just me against all of y'all. I'm acting real funny, only in this bitch, cause these niggas owe me money. When you see me, don't be running, pop the pistol like I'm Tony. Hide the body, keep it going, back to back, just like what Drake say, okay. Why you throwing the fit? Got a problem with the kid, but you a bitch with the shit. I did you dirty, you on the plane, had you starving and shit. I be bobbing and weaving, stacking cheese with the chips. I'm who the fuck they asking for. Put me in the ring, it's just me against all of y'all. I said I'm who the fuck they asking for. Put me in the ring, it's just me against all of y'all. Now they calling me the little rap reaper, dope drug dealer, that nigga with the bars when you need them, never feed them. Got a couple sides on the side for my big appetites. You know I keep a snack clutch tight. Got that killer act right. Got the bag for the bodies in the sack when I'm naughty. I look past all them niggas cause ain't none of them bad at. I put the hands on that nigga, now they calling me golly. How you do ring. It's just me against all of y'all. All of y'all gone, mind blown. You ain't gotta ask, you know I get it on my own. I'm that nigga with the phones, money real long. I've been stacking up, that's why that bitch don't play my song.
I'm gagging right now. I'm completely gagging right now. Completely gagging right now. That is amazing. That is impressive.
Thank you so much.
And this coming out of this, y'all don't understand, this shy little guy sitting across the table from me, that's him. That is impressive.
That's hilarious because, yeah, I am very shy.
That is impressive. That is there's a lot of power.
Thank you.
There's a lot of power in that. So I can see I can see what happens when you get behind the mic and do your thing.
Yeah, so, that's where I love to be.
So yes. So yes. Y'all heard it first. That was, you know what, I wish you had brought maybe a song, a couple more songs.
I do.
But you know, that was impressive. I'm impressed. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
You know, honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm like, oh Lord, here's another one who says he wants to be a rapper. Let me see what this sounds like. And then as soon as I heard it, I went, I'm gagging.
I feel like every time I tell somebody I'm a rapper, that's what they be like, oh, here it goes again. But I just let the music speak for itself, really.
Oh, it spoke. Oh, it spoke a lot. It spoke. It spoke louder than what you speaking right now. I am impressed.
And shout out to my producer. He gets me right. That's why I don't want to work with nobody else.
Exactly. And then the beats are, you know, all I kept thinking is that, you know what, I could be dancing to this at a club. I could easily be dancing to this at a club. Literally be
I'm
dancing.
Definitely trying to get it played in the club.
It might get played in the club.
But that was round one, and you can find it on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. Just go on there and search Tommy Figga, and it's gonna come right
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, download that shit.
Please,
please download that shit, because that I am I feel honored that my little talk show might be the stomping ground for the next big rapper. And I feel honored.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, I don't mean no harm. Please, I don't mean no harm. But you know what? I'm sorry, Boo Nanny. You should have been here. I am impressed.
Thank you.
I really am. And like I said, your demeanor did not give me what I just heard right now, because that is impressive.
I'm telling you, that's why that man on Twitter was like, that's you in your picture.
Exactly.
And that's your voice.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm sitting here going, that's you?
That's what everybody be like. They be like, that is not you. I'm like, yes, that's my real voice. No auto-tune. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that's what I have to tell other people, because they be like, not thinking that's my voice. I'm like, that's me.
That was impressive.
But that's another reason why I started hosting and wanted to be an MC, so I could know what I sound like on the microphone before I go to the studio, and like before I do stuff like this, because I already know what I'm gonna sound like. I've practiced this voice
because I only got a little sample of it at Buddy's, and I said it's cute. It's cute. You know, it's nice. So I'm gonna have to have him on the show because it's cute. But
thank you.
My God, I'm still gagging. I am still gagging. Charlotte, you should have been here, girl, because you would have been gagging. I am gagging right now. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I'm impressed, and I'm telling y'all right now, when I see, I'm not bragging, but when I recognize talent, I recognize talent. And you, young man, you gonna go far.
Thank you. Oh, that means so much.
You gonna go far. We just need to get you a little bit more open.
Yeah.
And you need to start enjoying yourself a little bit. You should be enjoying this right now.
Situations like definitely like made me who I am today. So
you need to walk out of this room with some head held high, because bitch, that was good.
Thank you.
Bitch, that was. I can't stop with the praises. I'm sorry. I can't. I feel like I will listen to it again.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. I feel, but you know what? My audience is probably going to listen to it like 19 times. They probably going to get past the rest of them and go, let me just hear this song. And then they're going to want to listen to the interview, because they're going to be like, that can't be him. So, thank you. That was a pleasure for this show.
Thank you.
That really was a pleasure. You really came in here with game. You came in here ready to go. I like that.
Thank you.
Young man, you going to go far.
And Boo Nanny made me pick that song, because I was like, I don't want to use that song. Because like I said, like, excuse me, that's the second song I've ever recorded.
Boo Nanny knows. I'm gonna give Boo Nanny. I'm gonna give you the credit. Yes, you told him to pick the right song. He picked the right song. That's the song. That's your song right there.
Thank you so much. I love that song.
Yeah.
I really do. But like, I've worked on so many other songs, so I kind of just like put that off to the side. Like, people weren't really messing with it in Indiana. That was like, it was good. But it was on SoundCloud at first. But like, now that it's on like the real streaming services and stuff like that, like, I want to push it. I want to do a video. Like, I think all of that would be really cool for that song.
What kind of video do you picture for this song?
In the studio, rapping it, like, and just different scenes. I might want to do like a scene where I'm performing it, like a scene in a parking lot with some niggas and some bikes. Like,
are we talking motorcycles?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to do motorcycles. I want to do little nice cars.
I can see some leather somewhere in there. I can see some leather somewhere
Definitely
in there.
could do some leather booty shorts.
Some booty shorts, some leather, a lot of ass shaking.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely a lot of ass shaking.
Definitely.
If I was a little younger, my ass would be out there shaking too.
You could definitely be in the video.
Granddaddy's in the house, y'all. You know what? Y'all, I'm still gagging. I'm still gagging. I feel like, can I keep this?
Definitely. Definitely. Make sure when you play it on Apple Music.
Okay. Yes, please.
Or Spotify. Get my streams up. I need more listeners. I need new monthly listeners.
So, yeah. So y'all heard it first. Did we hear it first? We heard it. Y'all heard it first on here. So
I'm actually gonna start promoting it, because I told people that I had a song on the streaming sites, but I haven't told them what song. So that was my plan when I left today, to start like promoting it, having people click it and listening to it and stuff like that.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, because it's and I have said this before, because this podcast is also going on Out and Proud Live Radio here in Houston. On Friday.
Okay.
Y'all will be able to hear that.
Wow.
So
that's exciting.
Yeah, so you're going to get a slightly bigger audience who's going to be listening to that, because Easton told me that the show's doing pretty good on his app. So y'all going to hear that.
I definitely listened.
Y'all going to hear. You know what? I was going to save that for my Patreon listeners when I got my Patreon on it, but no, I'm not doing that. Y'all need to. I'm going to share it, because it's.
Thank you so much.
And when he gets some other music, then I'm going to ask him if I can put it on Patreon so y'all can hear it exclusively. But for the most part, there you go. That's Tommy Figga right there.
Thank you.
That's Tommy Figga. Thank you for coming on to the show.
You're
Tommy.
welcome.
We still got some time. You still got a lot of talk. You still got a lot to answer for that
I ain't
song.
in a rush.
You still got a lot to answer for that song. So let's talk about that song, by the way.
Let's talk about it.
Can
I get a shot?
Yes, you can have a shot. You deserve a shot. Honey, you deserve a shot, y'all. We are drinking Espolòn tequila.
And I love tequila. That's my favorite.
So yes, he can get it. He can get his. He can get these hands right here when it comes to this tequila. So let's talk about this song for a second. Where did the inspiration for this song come from? First of all, Now, this is you sitting down writing this song.
Yeah, I literally wrote that song. I write all my music. I'm really like proud of that. But that was like I was going through a breakup.
This is the one you were going through the breakup with?
I have one before that.
Okay.
But like this was like the same, like I'm going through a breakup and I'm just like, you ain't no real nigga. You know, like that's just how I was feeling. Like everything I was feeling, like that's what I was saying. But it was like the breakup. Then I was going through a situation with my old best friend. It was just like all those different things in this one song. Then like, yeah, I just sat down one morning and I wrote that song literally in a night. In a night. So like that's kind of why I've never really been so overly proud about that song. Because like just being an artist, like I'm always picking at my own work. So I just feel like, oh my God, it could be so much better.
Oh my God, you artists and your work. I swear to God, sometimes y'all are the harshest. And you know, I'm starting to learn the same thing because I'm also my biggest critic.
Yeah, I'm definitely my biggest critic. Like I go back and listen like, oh my God, I could have did this. Like I was telling Boo Nanny like, bitch, I need to go back to the studio and re-record this before we put it out. And he's like, no, bitch, this is like one of your hardest songs. I'm like, no, it makes me cringe. Like, but I don't know. Like I listen to it and I listen to it. I love it. How does this
song make you cringe? I don't know. I don't understand. It's so powerful.
Okay, because let me tell you this. I wrote this song and that was that. When I went to the studio, I literally had my phone in my face reading it. So now that it's been a year later, I feel like I would have been able to go back to the studio and just do it and it just delivered it in a different way. But like, I don't know. I like the authentic. Like when I listen to that song in these headphones, like, yeah, that's my song.
I'm like, damn, y'all, the gag is on. The gag is still turned up to 100. Because that was impressive.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about the music in this song. Now, did you pick out the music for the song?
Yeah, I did.
And I mean, I
picked out the music
so well with the lyrics.
Yeah, I picked out the music. At first, I was just gonna rap it right through, and it's kind of like the it's me against all of y'all. Put me in the ring. That part, I put that in there in the studio because I was like, dang, it kind of needs like a hook to it so it could like go a little longer and flow. So when I added that part, my producer, he ended up adding like the round one and all that stuff to it. So it just worked out really well in the end, I think.
And the music, I feel like that because of your experience as a singer, that you had an ear for music.
Yeah, I really, really do. Like, I wouldn't be no artist if I didn't think I was good. Like, that's my passion.
Oh, so
music.
Now you get some self-confidence. Bitch, where you been? Where you been?
But like, no, for real, like, you know how people go on American Idol and they be terrible. And I'm like, girl, how you don't know you sound bad? Like, I know, like, if I sound bad, I wouldn't be no artist. Like, that's not what I want to do with myself. But like, first of all, I believed in myself first when it came to the music, and then so many other people have told me, like, oh my God, you're so good, you sound so good. So like, I be knowing, and I really do. I have an ear for music, and like, one of the things that I really want to do is like, I want to recruit other artists, and I want to help them write, and I just want to bring them to the next level. Like, I have this guy, he's actually straight, and he wants to move down here, and he wants me to help him with his music and stuff like that. And I'm open for stuff like that, like helping people write and create. That's really what I love to do.
Well, you're gonna have to. Let me tell you something, because I know how shit gets around. Somebody's gonna hear this and go, you know what? I need to find this guy.
I will hope so.
Somebody's gonna hear this and go, I need to find this guy because, yeah, I love the spirit that's coming from you, that you want to like help others.
Thank you.
Do the same. So I love that spirit. You need to make sure you keep that spirit, because a lot of people lose that spirit. So make sure you keep that spirit. But let me tell you something, young man. I can't believe now I'm at the age where I'm saying young man. Like him as goddamn daddy or something. I'm not your daddy. But let me tell you something. That was that was impressive. You have the mentor who told you right.
Yeah, thank you.
When it comes to this song, listen, believe when someone tells you that's what you go with. That's what you go with. So, I think you're on the right path. You have everything you need. You have a good mentor who sees your voice, sees your voice. That's important. Sees your voice and knows what you can do with it. Mm-hmm. So I think it's very important to always have that kind of person in your life. And by the way, it's just going to make him just as successful as you. So your success is his success.
Yeah.
So
he done so much for me. So like that's what I be thinking. Like I just want to make it so I can give him back everything he gave me.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, he gonna get it back because you gonna be big.
Thank you.
You're gonna be big. I predict that you are going to be big. I think you're going to have a long career, and you're going to be able to do all the things that you want to do. So, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You the son I always wanted.
I'm glad I met you. I am.
Mm-hmm. If I wanted to have kids, if I wanted to skip all the stuff that went with kids. Yeah, you would be the son I would want to have.
Because I definitely don't want kids.
Mm-hmm. Girl, who does? I don't know. Okay, but you young. As soon as you meet a man when your career takes off,
I might have one kid. I think so. Yeah. If I become famous and rich, I definitely would have a kid.
You know what? Don't worry too much about fame and riches. You worry about having a long career.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing that I have learned over the years. Hard work gets you a long career. Mm-hmm. Fast work gets you a short career with a little bit of money real fast, and then it's gone. Mm-hmm. So always work on the hard work because that's going to keep your career going for years and years and years and years. Mm-hmm. So stick with the hard work. It comes with a lot more suffering than the easy route, but it also comes with you get to keep that mansion for the next 40 years.
Okay.
Instead of having to sell it 2 years later after your career tanked. So go for the hard work. You gonna make it.
I appreciate it.
You gonna make it. And I'm not, you know what? I'm not singing those praises just to be singing those praises. I'm still gagging. I'm still gagging. I wouldn't say that if I hadn't listened to that song and went, God damn. And it wasn't tequila speaking or anything else. Cause I think we had 2 shots, maybe.
I think I had like 3.
Okay, you had 3.
I drank that glass, my glass, and I just.
Oh, good Lord! Well, I had to get you to open up a little bit. You're not gonna be ashamed of this interview. Don't worry.
No.
You are doing fantastic. By the way,
you.
You are doing fantastic, and you can just look at Boo Nanny and go, okay, I got this girl.
Okay, because I was so nervous to come by myself. I hate doing stuff by myself. That's my problem too. My mama tell me
you're gonna have to learn that if this is gonna be your career, this is what you're gonna have to do. Because people are gonna be interested in you. So you don't have to get used to that.
Yeah.
So if this is a start to that, I'm very proud to be a part of that start. So you do your thing. And like I said, you're going to be successful.
Thank you.
You're going to be successful. And I cannot stop singing his praises, y'all. I cannot stop singing his praises. And like I said, I will play the song again, but I think once is enough. Y'all heard it. And y'all can listen to it like, and especially if you have a podcast, if you listen to podcasts, y'all can listen to that song over and over again.
Yeah, definitely. Keep on going back.
Once again, where can they find that song again?
They can find that song on Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, and any other streaming sites that they might know about that I don't, because it's on about 50 of them.
Well, just like podcasts, if you were on one, you're on like 100.
Yeah, so like you can literally find it anywhere.
You can pretty much find it anywhere, because just like podcasts, I put my podcast on one thing and it's on 100.
Yeah, we had Googled our name and your podcast came up.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm on like probably 50 different podcast networks by now. So, because every time I turn around, they're like, "Oh, you're on a new podcast network." I'm like, "Oh, great,
that's tight." Yeah,
that's tight. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So, Anything else you want to add? I think we...
Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Tommy Figga. That's TOMMYFIGGA.
Yeah, exactly. And just in case, Boo Nanny, what are we?
Oh, and you follow Boo Nanny at BOO space NANNY.
Okay.
Boo Nanny.
And does he have any music out right now that he?
No, not yet. Okay. We about to drop though. We got a little pushback because I just got in contact with my producer from Atlanta. So, but we about to drop some music, and we just want to make sure everything's right. 'Cause like I've recorded music and stuff like that, and I don't want anything that I come out with to be a waste of my time anymore.
You know what? I think I'm very curious about one thing before we end this. We really didn't talk enough about your producer in Atlanta. I think we've jumped over it, and he's been mentioned several times. But we have
love him.
We don't even know his name. Yeah, we don't even know his name, but
his name is Marciana. He works with Jazzy Faye. He's very popular. He actually raps himself. And you can follow him on Instagram if you're interested at the Kid Marciana.
Let's talk about that relationship and how that relationship started.
It's actually Kid Marciana.
How did this relationship start?
Actually, I was looking for a producer, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna go online and book. I went on there, and it was like multiple producers. It was like 4 of them, and I ended up booking with somebody other than him. Some way, somehow, I got in his booth though, and like ever since then, like we just had this connection. Like that's like a good friend of mine. Like he sends me beats. Like I've rapped over his beats before. Like, and he really takes me serious. Like he's a straight male. He has a son. Like every time we recorded, his girlfriend was there and stuff like that. But like he is into my music. Like he tells me, try it like this, bro, or like do this, and like he adds little stuff into my music. Like he takes it very seriously for me. So like that's why I'm very comfortable, and like he doesn't mind if I'm talking about ass and dick. He's cool. Like he just, so I appreciate him. Like, and I'm very like loyal, and I don't like to change things. Like if I'm working with you, I'm working with you. Not
when it's working, because that's working.
Exactly. That I like working with him.
That's working. I think that's your producer for.
That's how
I'm not going to say life, but that's your producer for a long time.
Any project I have, like I feel like he should be on, because like he takes my music seriously, and I just enjoy working with him. Like he doesn't rub me the wrong way. He doesn't get uncomfortable. Like it's just really good vibes.
So he basically recognizes you as an artist, and nothing more.
Yeah,
which I think is a good thing.
Yeah,
he's not really worried about your sexuality.
Right, he doesn't see me as none of that. He just like, I don't know, just like my brother. He's cool.
So, you know what? Like I said, it has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And I am so like I said, I don't mean any harm, Tommy. I don't mean any harm, but you know, I was really hoping that the music that you brought me was going to be like, okay, please don't tell me he made this in the basement of somebody's house with a little keyboard and a tape recorder, which you don't even know what a tape recorder is.
I do. I actually have a tape recorder.
Oh, you have a tape recorder?
I record on it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Like just to like hear myself.
Oh, just to hear your thing.
Yeah, I like to hear myself say it.
I didn't even think they still made cassette tapes that you can record on.
Ain't that the little one that you have in your hand and press the button and record? Ain't that what that is?
No.
Oh, all right.
That sounds like an iPod you talking about.
No, it's the one with the little cassette tapes in it.
Yes, with the 2 little holes, and you put it in the.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so you got it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had one. Like I just like to when I'm writing, I record on it just so I can hear myself back before I go to the studio. So,
okay.
So it helps me write.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It was a pleasure, and it was a pleasure to have your music on the show. And I want to hear some more music.
Yes, I'm gonna send you some today.
Okay, send me some music, and let me take a listen to it. But I have to say the I think my audience is really going to like that song.
I hope so.
I really do. I really do.
I need to get my DJ to play it in the club. Shout out DJ Twerks.
Well, if a couple of DJs who are listening to the radio station hears it, they might want to play it. So I'm not going to say get ready for it because I'm not that big yet. But I'm just saying, if somebody listens to it, they're going to go, you know what? I want to hear that in the club. We gonna play that in the club. So
that'd be tight.
So if you want, like he said, if you want more information, y'all go to his pages.
Yep.
Tommy Figga, of course. Instagram, Facebook, any place else? You on Twitter? I'm
on Snapchat. I'm not on Twitter right now, but that's coming soon.
I'm gonna be honest. Don't worry about Twitter.
I love Facebook. I don't know. It just makes me laugh, and all my friends is on.
Yeah, I know. I love Facebook too, but Twitter. I don't know.
It's kind of raunchy now.
I like getting my dick pics on Twitter. I like the first thing that I see when I open up Twitter is going, oh, there's a big dick. Look at that.
That's why I don't go to Twitter.
Now I can read my news.
No.
Now I can read my news because the first thing that popped up was a big old dick.
No.
And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Let me read my news.
Listen, I didn't see too many of my friends on there spread eagle. So I just stay off.
Ooh, we can't. Should we gossip about that? We can gossip about that. Ooh,
anytime.
Oh, we can do it now. Yes. Somebody had to. Yes, you're gonna have to hook me up with who's on OnlyFans and who's spreading it out there, because a lot of people are spreading it out there.
Yeah. See, and that's another thing. I could have took that route, but I don't want to do nothing that jeopardizes my music career. Like I take my music very, very seriously, you know. So, do you think it would have enhanced your music career? No, I think it would have ruined me. Like I used to be friends with this dude. When I start writing and start rapping, and he seen me going to the studio, he wanted to be a rapper, but he was doing porn. And I'm just telling him, like, you're going to have to choose one. You can't do both.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, I feel like the whole porn thing is going to ruin your image. Once you become big, they're going to dig up all that stuff and be, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it would have just ruined me.
Or if he could have got ahead of it and been the next... I think you have to be smart. If you're going to do porn and then decide you want to do rap, you gotta let everybody know, yes, I'm in porn and now I'm a rapper.
Because so you can either be...
You gotta brand yourself in a way that people will go, okay, well, he used to do porn, but now he's rapping. I'm gonna try to take him seriously.
Because you could be a what's her, T.S. Madison, or you could be Diane or whatever her name is from the Dancing Dolls. Like the way they did her was horrible.
So you just have to pick your thing and figure it out, or you have to take that thing and you have to get ahead of it.
Definitely.
And do your thing. So you can make it work. Anybody can make anything work if they do it right. You try to hide it and people dig it up, that's when it ruins your career. Put it out there in the front where everybody can see it. But then you got to have the skills, because the thing is that I'm like, wait a minute. So you used to be a porn star, now you're trying to be a rapper. You better have the skills, and you don't have the skills, you through. If you have the skills, then people will go like, damn, I'll forget about the porn. He is actually a legitimate rapper, singer, dancer, whatever they want to do.
Definitely.
So it was great having you on, Tommy.
Thank you so much.
I had a good time. I had a good time.
I did too.
Exactly. So y'all come back to the show every now and then.
Definitely invite me. I can even be a guest host.
Yeah, you can come on and be a guest host every now and then.
I definitely would.
Okay, you're gonna have to open yourself up, because there's a lot of humor on this.
I'm gonna come drunk next time.
No, don't get drunk. Don't get drunk, because then
I'm a little tipsy. Okay. I don't get drunk and belligerent. I'm very drunk and aware.
Okay, because you at a strange older man's house. You don't want to get drunk at a strange older man's house. You don't want to do that.
No. We don't do those.
Yes, just because he has a mic set up does not mean he's legitimate.
Okay.
I have been in those situations. I'm talking from experience now. I'm talking from experience. So just because they have mics in the house doesn't mean that it's what you think it is. Okay.
They're going to try to get you to rock the mic. Yeah, we don't want that. No,
you don't want that. That's your new career in OnlyFans. That once that
Okay.
And you would not even get paid for it. So yeah, exactly. So thank you for being on the show. I had a really good time. with you. I had a really good time listening to your music.
Thank you.
And getting to know you, and you know what, getting you to open up, because like I said, oh Lord, it was like opening up a rusty can of tuna, trying to get it open, but you know the goods inside was delicious.
Thank you.
So once we got it open, the goods was delicious, but it was just getting that can open. So good work, Tommy.
Thank you so much.
Good work. And y'all, happy Pride Month to everyone out there in Houston, Texas. Like I said, y'all know the deal. We'll find out when when they're gonna have the Pride stuff. But in the meantime, they'll have like little events and all this other stuff.
And the festival is virtual. Because I know Indiana's having a virtual festival.
Houston might do something a little different. So we're going to wait until July. I think they're going to announce it July 25th.
Okay.
So they'll give us a rundown on what's happening with that. I think because we're opening up a little bit more, they actually might go ahead and have the festival.
That's cool.
So
they should.
I'm fully vaccinated, so I'm good. So, and if I still have to wear a mask it's going to be outdoors anyway. It's going to be outside. And if you can still get COVID outside, don't leave the house. I'm not leaving the house if you can still get COVID outside. If someone told me that I got COVID from walking in the park, I'm not going outside ever again. So, no, I think we'll be fine. But, like I said, I'm still gagging on his music. Y'all will be gagging too. And I'm probably going to get people going, my God, I heard Joel. You know, I've never played music on this. This is the first time. This is the first time I've had a rapper, musician, person on who brought their music, and I was able to play it. So this was like,
that's such an honor.
So this was, I mean, you're my first.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I feel like I'm under you right now, going, "Hey, you're my first." And you're like, okay, well, you're gonna have to learn to be the third.
Shut up.
All right.
No, I really appreciate that. I had so much fun. I needed this experience.
Yeah, exactly. But you, like I said, I can't sing your praises enough. You really, you have a career to look forward to. You're one of the few people who I have talked to who told me they were in the rap game, and I went, "Oh Lord, here we go." Another person who says they're a rapper,
because that's very popular right now.
Because that's very popular right now. Who actually 100% is a rapper and has a future in the game, and you're going to probably become a big gay star.
Thank you.
When we really need one.
I appreciate that.
And honestly, we really do need one. Love you, Nas X, but we really do need one.
Thank you.
That was out to begin with, and not out when he had to be. Which no offense to him.
No offense at all.
No offense to you. Everybody's journey is different.
Yep.
You take your journey the way that you need to take it, but it would be nice to have a fully gay rapper doing their thing. So, and by the way, to the one rapper I know in Norway who is also doing his thing, I want to give a shout out to you, and I'm going to let you see his link because he's one of the first rappers I've had. You're the second rapper I've had on the show. Okay, but you're the first rapper from Houston. He's actually from Norway. We did a Zoom interview during COVID, that's cool. And his music is really good, and he is an out and proud rapper in Norway, and he just started doing live shows again. So, but I always messed up his name. I always messed up his name, and it's Kirsten. And pronouncing Nordic names it takes some. Oh Lord.
I'm not even going to ask.
No, exactly. So, anywho, y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all listen to his song again and again and again. If you hear it on my podcast, listen to it on my podcast. But if you want to hear it elsewhere, and I'm hoping we're going to get some more music.
Yes, I'm going to sing you some.
Yeah. I'm hoping. No, I'm talking about for everybody to listen to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that, I think this is going to be the jump-off song. Everybody has a jump-off song.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah. I think this is a jump-off. I think
that makes me feel so good.
Yeah, I think Bunani knows that this is probably a jump-off song for you. So I think this is probably going to be your jump off song. I'm just wildly guessing. I mean, it could be another song, but I think this is probably your jump off song.
Thank you.
So Houston rap community, y'all need to look him up. It's Tommy Figga.
Yes.
I've said it like 17 times now. If y'all haven't gotten the idea that I loved what I heard, I don't know what to tell you. So, Tommy, we're going to get you in the Uber.
Okay, yes.
We're going to get you home.
I've been drinking.
Because we've had a couple of shots.
Yes.
And you feeling good, and I'm feeling good. And I have a hard time ending the show. So, we're out of here. We will see y'all later.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The show is sponsored by Tubi's Woodworking. Tubi gives you wood. Also brought to you by Bitch Boy Undies. Get you a pair or else. You can follow the show on most social media at That Lil Gay Talk Show. Check out the website, thatlilgaytalks.com. Music and vocals by Jamie D of Diamond Cut Entertainment.